What is up, guys? It is Epic Derp here, and welcome to the fourth and second to last episode of the Trials Fusion Career Speedrun. In today's episode, I will be playing through the Experts Club event. That is the second to last event. After this, we only have the Masters Gauntlet left, for which we simply have to complete one of the tracks right here, which is the Greater Crater, which, if I'm not mistaken, will be unlocked once we complete all of these tracks, so that should not be too difficult. This episode might not be completely unedited. It kind of depends on how many mistakes I make during the tracks, because right now I'm heading on to the hard tracks of the career, which are, well, obviously they're more difficult than the tracks I've already completed, but let's say that I get 5 faults in a row. It's not exactly interesting to watch me fail over and over again, so I might make a cut then in the video and just skip straight to the point where I actually pass to the next checkpoint. But anyway, guys, why did I back out? I don't know. We are going to play Cave Dweller, Covered Ops, Mind the Gap, Red Links, Derby, Jungle, Gymkhana, and I believe once we complete this one, the Greater Crater will be unlocked, and otherwise, yeah, we'll just play whatever else I have to play to unlock the final track of this episode. And then in the next episode, which will be the last one of this mini-series, we will continue on with the Masters Gauntlet. We will move on to the most difficult tracks from the original game, the expert tracks, but or the extreme tracks. Why the hell did I say expert? Anyway, we move on to the Experts Club and we start off with Cave Dweller. There's probably gonna be some faults involved in these runs, because these are tracks that I can... Oh my god, really? Oh my god, brilliant start. But anyway, these are tracks that I can ride faultless if I try a couple of times, but I do not expect to get them faultless on the first run. There's a pretty solid chance that I will rack up multiple mistakes during these tracks, but during the extreme track is gonna be even worse, I would say, while I make a second not really necessary fault, but I don't know, maybe it's the pressure of me recording this actually that I now make more mistakes, but does not really matter as long as I don't make too many more faults than I have right now. I'm still perfectly happy, so let's just land right here and boom, over to here, boom. Please let me make that. Okay, nice landing there on the front wheel. We're getting close to the end of this track already, because the finish is right there. Is this gonna be a gold medal? Yes, it is. 2 faults, 1 minute 6 seconds and a bit. Not too bad whatsoever. We get the gold medal, so I am happy with that. So we move on to Covered Ops, which I believe is a difficult track. I believe this is where a lot of bombs are included as well, or explosive barrels, whatever you want to call them. But I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is a track where I'm probably gonna make multiple mistakes, because this is one of the few tracks which took me quite a long time to get faultless compared to the other hard tracks. Let's see, yeah, that's gonna be fault. Compared to the other hard tracks, it took me way longer to 0 fault, because there's a lot of tricky jumps involved with which you have to do good, because otherwise you bump your head into a bomb or explosive barrel and, well, yeah, then you basically explode. But anyway, so far so good. 1 fault, 37 seconds down the line. Please let this go. No, unfortunately, yeah, that jump is really tricky. As you can see, you have to be very wary of your speed. But anyway, we make it past track with 3 faults in 48.4 seconds approximately, which is not too bad whatsoever. So we move on to Mind the Gap. This is actually not too difficult. There's one section in the track where I probably am going to make a mistake, because I basically do that every time. I'll just make a mention of it once I'm there, but the start of the track is not too difficult, although I have to be wary that I make enough speed here to make some jumps right here, but with the Pit Viper that's not really a problem, to be honest. And as you can see, I've made it past that checkpoint quite easily. So now right here I dropped down too far. Right here gonna back up a little bit because I need my speed to make jumps across these floating platforms. These floating platforms I should say. So we made it, which is really nice indeed. So let's just try to make this in one go. Unfortunately I did not make it on top of that platform, so we back up a little bit here to build up enough speed. And right here, let me make this okay, good enough. So right here we're gonna just drive up here casually, make this jump, okay, boom, jump over that huge gap right there and make this jump without any failures. Okay, now this is the section where I thought I was gonna make a mistake. So far so good, and unfortunately that tactic once again does not work, which is too bad. One fault, but that is not too bad because we're already at the finish right here. So in 1 minute 15.5 seconds approximately, with a single fault, we complete this track, which is acceptable. I kind of calculated that I would make 2, maybe 3 faults on there, but it's okay. We made 1 fault, which is perfectly fine. And we move on to the Red Lynx Derby. And Red Lynx, quick shout out, is the developer of the Trials game, so they named the track after themselves, which is perfectly fine. But here I'm definitely gonna make mistakes. I already know that because there's some tricky jumps and landings involved in this track. So I believe I've never zero faulted this track before. So yeah, I'm probably gonna make a mistake right here, and yeah, that is unfortunate. Did not build enough speed to hop over that. I don't even know what it's called. It's not a barrel, but it doesn't matter. We made a fault right there, but now we are on our way again through the track. We've made this checkpoint. Now let's build some speed right here. Okay, that's nice. I'll have to land properly here so I can build up speed to get over this. And this is also kind of tricky. I have to make sure that I get enough speed and that my balance is right on the bike in order to make these jumps. Okay, hop over these. That was not too difficult. This is a fairly tricky jump because you can't go full speed because then you will fly over that platform, but it was a very good jump in this case. So we make it over that tire and we jump over this series of tires. But there's a section upcoming where I almost definitely am going to make a mistake, but that is about here. Yeah, about here I am very most likely going to make a fault here. Yeah, I already started here with my second fault, but it's not too bad, to be honest. Land here. Okay, well, that went surprisingly well. I expected, to be honest, I would make a mistake there, but perhaps here. No, still no mistake. Okay, I'm perfectly fine with that, of course. Let's just land here. Good, and hop over. Oh my god, I hoped to make a bump on my back wheel so I could instantly bump on this thing right here. Now here we're gonna take it easy, let this fall down and drive up this ramp. Make enough speed to make this jump. And we are almost at the end of the track already. One of the longer tracks in this game. As you can see, I'm already 2 minutes into it, but this is the final jump right here. There is the finish. We get the gold medal in 2 minutes 8.707 seconds with 3 faults, which is not too bad whatsoever. So 3 gold medals in our collection once again, and we have 1 track left to complete before the greater crater, and that is Jungle Gymkhana, which is once again a track I am probably going to make a fault on. It is a track that I can relatively easily zero fault. I remember when I did my platinum run of this track on my other profile, I had a huge problem with the final jump of this track, which you will see once I get there, but that was really tough for me to do. So that was mostly the reason why it took me quite a bit of time to get the platinum medal of this track on that profile, but so far so good. Let's jump over the bump. Unfortunately we do not make it, not enough speed unfortunately, but let's just take it easy right here, build up enough speed and momentum to make these jumps over these gaps. And right now, yeah, that was fairly easy to do. Let's just make our way further down the track. Okay, gonna make I have to make sure I have enough speed right here, because this section is gonna move a little bit, but those jumps are pretty easily made. So right here we're going to jump from a log onto a platform, I was going to say, but unfortunately not enough speed. I should not have my front wheel go up in the air at that time. That cost me too much speed in the end, but we've made it past there now, and we are well on our way to complete this track with a pretty good time. Now this is the checkpoint I was talking about at the start of this track. That's I don't know what is it, a pillar or something. Is kind of annoying to get over, but we made it with 3 faults in 1 minute 23.823 seconds, which is not too bad whatsoever. We collect a gold medal once again, which now brings us to a total of 109 out of 110 medals. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I have to complete these two to unlock the greater crater, or no, I have to get a total of 110 medals to unlock this track. Was it kind of got it right there. So I have to collect 1 extra medal in order to complete this track. So I will see you guys again once I have collected that final medal. The final medal has been earned. I quickly earned a silver medal right here on the Ice Climb skill game in the skill showcase event, but that means we now have the Grazer Crater unlocked, which we need to complete to unlock the next event. So let's just get this track started. The Mystery Demons, yeah, there's some sort of storyline involved into this game, which I'm not quite sure what it's all about. I don't really care about that. I just want to complete all these tracks. That is what I love about the Trials games. But just casually drop down here so that we can make this jump. I should be able to complete this track without any faults, but yeah, I also should have been able to complete some easy tracks without faults, and I did not manage to do that. But so far, so good. So let's just make this jump. Okay, so yeah, this is the final track of this episode, and unfortunately I do make a fall there due to a very bad landing. Okay, let's just make this very nice bunny hop right there. Let's make it over this way. Boom, please let me make this. Okay, I just made that. That was really close. Well, let's just hop over to this, and no, I am not going to make that. That is unfortunate. Second fault of this track, but this time I do make it with some nice back tire hops, I should say. Not really the best pronunciation right there, but a third fault unfortunately right here. Not really necessary, but I did make it, which is unfortunate. But we are nearing the end of the track. You can see that large blue beam there shooting up from the ground, and that is basically the finish of this track. So there's a somewhat difficult section right here coming up where I have to make some cylinder jumps, basically right here over these cylinders. I have to jump, which sometimes goes wrong, but right now so far so good. Okay, and we have made it. We jump into the lights, and there we have the Trials trophy earned. We get a trophy for a PlayStation trophy for unlocking the Trials trophy. We unlock the final event of the career, and also the rabbit and the platinum medals are unlocked for all tracks. And I wonder if I actually have a platinum medal yet. Let's just quickly scroll back through the tracks we have already completed. Let's skip what you call it. Damn, what's the term for that again? The credits, of course. Although, as much as I respect the people who made this game, I'm not really interested in seeing their names in front of me for a couple of minutes. So anyway, as you can see, we did already earn the cliffhanger gold medal, because we're very close to my best time on my other profile. So that is one platinum medal already in our collection. Is there any else? No, that is the only one we got so far, but maybe in future Trials videos I will earn many more. Anyway, in the next episode we will be playing through the Masters Gauntlet event. I'm not going to do it right now, because then this video would get a little too long in my opinion, because these tracks are gonna take me a lot of time. I already know that for sure, especially Frostbite and Inferno 4 are going to be really tough to play through. So that is for the next and final episode of this speedrun. And I would like to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave that thumbs up on this video. It would be much appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And other than that, thank you for watching.